What's going on, everybody? Vince Goodrum here. It is Saturday afternoon. Uh, just been out and about getting things cleaned up. I've been quite busy this week. That's why I've not made any videos. But I've been getting a lot of messages about different things, and I'll cover them as they come. The reason for this video is I did hear about Melissa Bumstead getting clipped for uh, receiving anabolic steroids and other substances. And people want to know what the great one thinks about the whole situation. And honestly, there's not really much I can say about it. Now, there are a couple of inconsistencies in the media reporting this here. Now, first and foremost, the only reason that they're reporting about this is not so much that she's famous. I mean, the last show I think the only show I think she won was the Tampa Pro back in like 2018 or some date whatsoever. So she's not won that much of anything. She's finished pretty much mid-range. I think the Olympia, she finished like freaking 16th place or so forth at one time. But the reason that is getting so much airtime is simply because she is the sister of Chris Bumstead, who is, a Mr. Olympia, period. That's the only reason why this story is getting traction for, is because she is his sister. But I think the feds made a couple of mistakes here on it. But first off, I mean, you're not going to get much for charge for Melissa because she received the package at a place of business. It was addressed to a business, and it can be easily said that she is essentially receiving a package as a business transaction there. So it's going to be pretty hard to nail her. But the truth of the matter is, based on all the stuff that was actually in the package, obviously that stuff wasn't meant for her, but it was meant for Chris there. Now, I'm not saying fitness athletes don't use anabolic steroids, but definitely not all that type of shit. That's a stack that's typical for a male competitor. Period. So obviously it's Chris's stuff. And the items were addressed as accordingly. They weren't sent to his house. They were sent to his business, a LLC. And for those who don't know, LLC stands for Limited Liability Company. In other words, they can practically be set up overnight. So I think the feds will actually try to use this as leverage against the actual person that they were really targeting, Chris. I don't think they were targeting Melissa, but they were actually targeting Chris. And, we'll see, but I don't think there's going to be much that's going to really come out of it. So it's not the same as that PJ and Aaron Holt situation with Blackstone Labs. This will be pretty much cut and dry. There's not going to be any prison time or jail time or anything like that. This is receiving anabolic steroids by mail. It is not the sale and distribution of anabolic steroids. So, I mean, it's a little more than a fucking weed charge, and that's it. But all these places are reporting about it simply because she's the sister of Chris Bumstead. Not only that, it's actually his shit, not hers. I mean, I'll just tell you that right now. I mean, they could show a picture of her face to where it somewhat slightly resembles a horse and everything like that. But I mean, that's Chris's stuff. That's not her stuff. And the way it was set up and delivered, it was delivered in a way to where you can simply give plausible deniability, But I don't really have much advice as far as to what they could have done better, I mean, they set up a company, they had stuff delivered, it had a different name from it, and it's from Canada. you know. So, I mean, how are you going to prosecute someone from Canada, you know? And not only that, the biggest thing is it's coming to a place of business, and it's a amount that can be akin to personal use, not for distribution. Uh, you know, it's just not a big enough quantity, and at least in my opinion. But I think they're going to try to end up using it as leverage for the actual person that they were targeting, not Melissa, but her brother, Chris, you know. But we'll see what happens here. But that's all I got to say today, people. You folks, take care.